Hello, everybody. It's nearly Christmas. It's just around the corner, so I thought I would spend a little bit of time to talk to you about what's going to be happening at the 2026 Bournemouth Writing Festival in April, and there is loads and loads going on. So, first of all, I just want to let you know that we have a price freeze. So, despite some of the increase in costs, we're delighted to let you know that we are being continually funded by the Arts Council England, which means that the price for a 60-minute talk will remain at £10 and a 90-minute workshop will be £15, and we will have an 15% off early bird special when tickets go on sale at the beginning of January. So we are really happy that the festival is remains affordable and accessible for as many different people. And obviously, we're also going to continue doing all of the free stuff, which I'll come on to in a minute. So you might have seen that we have announced all of our agents that are coming down to Bournemouth in April. We have 8 literary agents coming down, some amazing people from some amazing literary agencies. And a lot of people that go to one-to-ones find them really valuable because they spend hours and hours and hours querying agents. Sometimes you don't even get a response or a very generic reply. And the 15-minute session, the agents will have definitely read your covering letter, your synopsis, and your opening 3 chapters, and they will give you real feedback. And the people that do come to the one-to-ones say that it's invaluable, and that even just like speaking to them and understanding their point of view just helps the querying process so much. So it's fantastic that we have 8 literary agents coming down to Bournemouth, as well as Judith Heneghan, who's the senior creative writing lecturer at University of Winchester, offering a writing surgery. So anything that you need specific help on, she will be able to help you. So take a look at the website, they're all listed on there. Research them properly to make sure you choose the right agent for you, and then book in a slot when they go on sale at the beginning of January. So our venues. Will be the Palace, the Pavilion Dance Southwest again. That's going to be our main festival hub where we have our information hub and our bookshop, and we have 3 rooms within the Pavilion Dance. So we have our main theatre, we have the seaside room, and then we have the garden studio, which is where our workshops will happen. So come along to the Pavilion Dance, and that's where our main hub is. So any questions, we have the programme on giant board, so you can see what's going on and chat to us about that. Maybe buy a book or two in the bookshop as well. We also have Patch again. So on Saturday, the 25th of April, Patch will have all of our children's activities. So we have ticketed and free drop-in sessions for children to inspire children to write. And then on the Sunday, we have what we call the Writer's Hive. And that's going to be lots of different authors and writers who have been there, done it. You can go and chat to them. You can understand their writing journey and support them maybe with a book or two. We also have 4 book launches. And all of those stallholders and book launches will be joining panels as well, which will be chaired by Gary Dawkin and Kathleen Wyman. So you will understand a little bit more about them and their writing process. And everybody who buys a ticket to those panels will also get a £5 voucher to spend in the Writer's Hive. So you can continue to support our local and independent authors. New this year, we will be at the Palace Core Theatre, which is being kindly sponsored by Arts University Bournemouth. And there will be lots of talks and exciting things happening in the Palace Court Theatre, which is brilliant and great to have Arts University Bournemouth involved again. We will also be in the Russell-Cotes Museum again, in the second floor cafe. Where we'll be having kind of drop-in, chill-out zone where you can go and know that there's other writers. So on the Saturday morning, we will have a drop-in session for complete beginners. So I meet so many people who have said, I really want to write, I've got this idea for a book, but I just don't know where to start. So the lovely people from Hengistbury Head Writers Group will be at the Russell-Cotes Museum on Saturday morning, helping beginners to begin. We also have the Chill Out Zone. Chris Blackburn will be there, and Abby G Poetry will be there on Sunday afternoon, and she'll be running a tour of the Russell-Cotes Museum as well. And on Sunday morning, we will have free drop-in sessions for people with dementia and their carers. As you might have seen, that we are running free workshops with Tricuro Cares. and Bournemouth University, and we'll be going into care homes and speaking to people with dementia and their carers, and hoping to get them to write and get what's out of their head onto a piece of paper. Even if you can't make those free workshops, we have a free downloadable resource on the website right now, where at home you can people can start to write, and you can send it in, and we will display all of that resulting work at the Russell-Cotes Museum on Sunday morning. And Prima Care, by the way, will also be there. So if you have any questions about dementia, early onset, or caring for people with dementia, you can come along and speak to them, and they'll give you some handy pointers. And the other venue that we have will be Urban Gardens. So for the first time, our Friday night social is going to be at Urban Gardens this year, which is in the town centre by the Lower Gardens. So come along for a bit of networking, meet some other attendees, and have a chat about writing. And Urban Gardens will also be the venue for our Young Carers workshop, which we're doing, and I'll speak to you about that in a little while. New for 2026 are masterclasses. We're going to have 2 writing experts. I won't tell you who they are yet, but they will be revealed in January. And you can have a masterclass with afternoon tea at the Russell-Cotes Museum in their wonderful brand new conservatory with wonderful, beautiful views of the sea. So that's an opportunity to have a 90-minute masterclass with a top writing professional and really deep dive into your writing, and you will leave that masterclass with some specific examples for you to continue. So we're really excited about that. And the other thing is the Poetry Hub. Now, you may have come along to the Poetry Hub before. The last couple of years at the bandstand, we're going big next year. We're going to have a marquee, and we're going to have drop-in sessions for poetry lovers, but also we're going to have a program of performances throughout all day Saturday and Sunday. So if you're into poetry or just want to find out more, come along to our poetry marquee. More details will be revealed in January. And by the way, the Poetry Hub, the stuff at the Russell-Cotes Museum, and in Patch, where you could come along for free, and then in Patch there are some ticketed panels. As I said, you get a £5 voucher, and for the children there's some ticketed workshops as well. But other than that, going to the Russell-Cotes Museum and to Patch, there's free activities and a poetry hub. And then lastly, we also have some walks, some interactive walks. So Hattie Mars will again be doing the very popular literary walk of Bournemouth, so you can find out a bit about our historical figures in Bournemouth. We will also have a poetry walk, which is going to be new, and that's going to be £15 per person. It's a very small group, and you'll be walking from the Poetry Marquee to the Pavilion Dance. And then on Sunday, we'll have our Writing on the Beach. Again, Christina Ziz will be on the beach, and that's a free activity. And then Bradford Giori and his son Jack Giori will be doing an interactive storytelling adventure on the Sunday through the Lower Gardens. So loads and loads and loads to talk about. And I haven't talked about actually the community projects we're doing, so I've only touched on it. So we are doing free workshops for people with dementia, as I said. We're doing free workshops again for people facing financial difficulties or are homeless at We Are Humans in Boscombe. We will be doing free young carers workshops. So these are carers who look after their parents, and giving them the chance to have a go at writing with some writing professionals. And also, we've just announced our writing competition for children. And this year we are working with Waggy Tails Rescue Centre for a dog-themed writing the writing competition for Dorset-based schools and home-educated children. So there is so much going on. I can't even think about all the different things, and I haven't even mentioned some of the names and speakers that are coming along. So all will be revealed in early January. Don't forget, we have our launch event, which is going to be at Patch on Saturday the 17th of January. Tickets are £12.50. You get your first drink free, and that's being provided by Wonderful again. And the launch event is going to be part of the Writing Sanctuary, which is happening on the 16th, 17th and 18th of January. So we have E.L. Norrie, and we have, who is a fantastic novelist and mentor and screenwriter. And we also have Mark Rutter, who is also a creative writing lecturer at University of Winchester. And of course, Emma Scattergood will be there with me. And this is a chance to write without the distractions from home, and you can focus on your writing, have some advice from writing professionals, workshops, food, drink, and of course be surrounded by writers and really get your word count up. So loads and loads and loads of things happening. So the Bournemouth Writing Sanctuary, middle of January. Then we have our 2026 launch event on the Saturday, and then the 2026 Bournemouth Writing Festival, 100 free and ticketed writing events and activities, all designed to inspire you to write, regardless of your age, background, or ability. So, gift vouchers are currently available on the website. So, if you buy a gift voucher for the Writing Festival, you can buy that through the Pavilion Dance, and those gift vouchers would be good for any of the talks, workshops, literary one-to-ones, walks I spoke about. So, if you're looking for a present idea, or you want to give a little hint or a nudge to one of your friends and families to what to get you, then a gift voucher to come along to Bournemouth for the Bournemouth Writing Festival is a great idea, obviously. So I'm going to leave you now, and hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. And I really hope to see you at some point in one of our events and activities that are happening in 2026.